Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. What is Halloween? What is spooky season without some real creeps? Not that anyone would want these real-life villains roaming the streets again. Like many of you, my mother is a true crime aficionado, so it's kind of hereditary that I am as well. I've done 3 prior incarnations of People Magazine's special True Crime Stories issue, one of which specifically focuses on crimes of passion, jilted lovers, relationships gone south, which at many times gave a horrifying new meaning to the term, shooting your shot. This special edition, updated for this year, focuses on killers in the family, fatal friendships, unsolved mysteries, amazing escapes, and victims to crusaders, inspiring tales, and yet certain redemptive element that People Magazine is known for in their true crime storytelling, both on paperback and of course in their investigation discovery series, People Magazine Investigates. This issue was picked up for 25% off $2.99 from Value Village in Hawthorne and retails for $14.99 in the US and $17.99 in Canada, on display until March 31st of this year. How timely did I pick this up when I did, and even more timely that you're about to see this come Halloween. Speaking of killers in the family, one of which that's been on everyone's collective psyche for many months is prominent South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh, doing 2 life terms without parole for killing his wife Maggie and their 22-year-old son Paul. Those convictions, however, are in danger of being overturned because a higher court has agreed to hear their defense's case for a new trial on the grounds of jury tampering. We'll have to see where this goes. He hails from a long line of prominent South Carolina attorneys, and he got rid of his family. For what? Because they were hindering his opulent lifestyle? Jeez, what a creep. You know me. I like my true crime stories Hollywood-inspired, and vice versa. Few criminals' legacies, however, are as immortalized as that of Jeffrey Dahmer, the Milwaukee cannibal, who in summation made Hannibal Lecter look like Barney the dinosaur. Countless films and TV shows, even books and podcasts have been made about his killer legacy, which in turn bring killer ratings and profit, none of which he'll ever get. So any of our hopes for him profiting from his crimes were literally bludgeoned. If you don't know the Son of Sam law, that law was enacted to make sure that any convicted killer would never profit from any dramatizations or real-life tellings of their crimes through the media. That namely applies to Nicholas Cruz, the Parkland shooter, who, let's just say, will never see 1 penny of any of his crimes being told through the media, save for commissary accounts. Anyway, we continue with the best friend star witness, Killer. If you don't know who Pamela Hupp is, she's doing life for killing friend Louis Gubbenberger, and is facing the death penalty for killing her best friend Betsy Faria. She also framed her now ex-husband, Russ Faria. Oh, and by the way, one of the key witnesses, I believe one of the people who tipped off the police about the crime, is now engaged to us. Go fig. Do you know who else is a murder mystery fan? Academy Award winner Renee Zellweger, who takes her turn as Pam Hupp, and also produces The Thing About Pam, which is the hugely popular true crime dramatization series inspired by a Dateline investigation with one of the best in the biz, Keith Morrison, the heartthrob of true crime storytelling. Yes, being a heartthrob knows no age. Anyway, she assembled a star cast for The Truth About Pam, which is streaming on Peacock. Pretty neat. This is a fatal friendship. Candy Montgomery, who was acquitted for axing one of her former pals, Betty Gore, to death. I've only ever heard of her story on an episode of Snapped on Oxygen True Crime, but this story inspired 2 retellings. On the left, we have Candy with Melanie Lynskey. You might know her best from Yellow Jackets on Showtime, and Jessica Biel. And on the right, Love and Death with Elizabeth Olsen as Candy and Lily Rabe as Betty. That's now on HBO Max, aka Max. If either strikes your fancy, I just hope it's not literally. I'll go no further on that, and move on to Amber Hageman, Little Girl Lost. This is in the Unsolved Mysteries section, I believe. And if you don't know who Amber Hageman is, If you ever heard of the Amber Alert, which stands for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response Alerts, well, this is the girl who inspired it. She was abducted over 25 years ago, and her killer was never caught. However, the police say they haven't gone 180 days without a new lead coming in which they're compelled upon to follow. Let's just hope that one of those leads would be the golden ticket to finally nabbing her killer and locking him or her away forever. If nothing, this girl, I don't want to say gave her life because no child should die in the dawn of life, but she did, in the most brutal, horrific manner. But I'd say her legacy is forever because her legacy has helped rescue over 1,100 kids and no doubt put away many a kitty diddler in the process. 1,114 children in all 50 states, the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico, and 33 countries all around the world have utilized the Amber Alert to astonishing success. That's a lasting legacy her parents can be proud of, even in the midst of their eternal grief. These stories, and many, many more, many of which I haven't heard about until buying this, are all told simple and straightforward with poignancy, and in those high-profile cases, just the faintest hint of snarkiness. I mean, if you're gonna follow a true crime case, you might as well be amused at some point, just as long as the victims aren't children. But in any event, if you heard of any of these cases before you bought this particular issue, why don't you let me know in the comments section. In any event, it's yet another astounding issue of People Magazine's unmatched crime and justice reporting. True stories behind TV dramas, Love Gone Bad, Fatal Affairs, The Innocent Exonerated, which again adds another redemptive element to their unmatched crime and justice reporting, and amateur sleuths cracking cold cases. Can you be one of them someday if you pick this issue up, or the other three, which I'll link all downstairs in the description? Who knows? Who's to say? But what I know is that this earns all 5 claps, and that is my ruling. People Magazine's True Crime Stories Special Edition issue for 2023. I think if fate just as well as serving a prison term is having your case immortalized by the people of People Magazine, which in my view is an everlasting nightmare all its own. If you don't agree with me, you can always appeal my decision downstairs in the comments. But for now, we're adjourned. Thanks for watching. Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left. And be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the Thrift Side.